I have always loved telling stories, and as it turns out, history has the best stories ever. And I happen to have an honors degree in history and international relations, so sit back, let me tell you a story. So here's the tea. It's the 14th of August 1947, and at the stroke of midnight, India becomes free. After nearly 200 years of British rule, the Union Jack is lowered, and the word independence hangs in the air like a prayer finally answered. Jawaharlal Nehru speaks of a tryst with destiny. The crowd cheers, fireworks go off, people cry, and of course, history turns a page. And while the world is applauding, something else is happening. The subcontinent is being cut in half. The British did not just leave India, they partitioned it. Out of one country came two, India and Pakistan. The logic behind the partition was religious: a Hindu majority India and a Muslim majority Pakistan. On paper, this sounded neat and tidy, but in reality, it was chaos waiting to happen. Now, Pakistan itself was split into two wings, the West Pakistan and the East Pakistan, separated by over 1,000 miles of Indian territory. This will matter later. The job of drawing a border fell to one man, Sir Cyril Radcliffe. He had never been to India, he did not speak the languages, and he had no deep understanding of the communities he was dividing. He was given 5 weeks, just 5 weeks, to draw a line through one of the most diverse regions on earth. Radcliffe worked with outdated maps and incomplete census data. Villages, homes, farms, and railway lines were split apart. In one country, a kitchen; in another, a bedroom. He finished his work and left India immediately. He later admitted that if he had known the scale of the violence that would follow, he might have done things differently. Unfortunately, history is full of sentences that arrived too late. As the borders were announced, fear spread faster than information. Hindus and Sikhs fled from what became Pakistan, and Muslims fled from what became India. Neighbors became enemies overnight. Everyone was running from someone. Rumors became a weapon. Trains began to arrive full of refugees. Some arrived full of corpses. Entire villages were wiped out. Women were abducted and assaulted. Children were separated from their families forever. People walked hundreds of miles with nothing but what they could carry. By the end of it, around 14 to 15 million people were displaced and up to 1 million were dead. This was one of the largest and fastest mass migration in human history, and it happened during a celebration. Borders hardened, wars followed, and in 1971, East Pakistan became Bangladesh after another brutal conflict. To this day, India and Pakistan are locked in tension, shaped by a line that was drawn in a hurry. Midnight brought freedom, and morning brought bloodshed. And history has been living with both ever since.